Cross does go in towards Malo Costa!
is Jude, and we are at the final conversation for this morning. We have just about 19 minutes, or actually more like 17 minutes, before we say our goodbye for today. Now, we're talking about gender roles, and the question I asked is, should roles be gender specific or should they be shared? Should they be gender specific or should they be shared? We're living in a time, I thought this had ended maybe in 2019 or 18, but there's a resurgence. If you've been paying attention on social media, there's been this resurgence, on female dominance, feminism. Some say it's no longer feminism, that it's now toxic feminism. Some say even misogyny is now becoming more overt instead of covert. You're having people going for meetings, hanging out with men who are saying that, look, it's your word, yes and amen. Any woman, whether it's your daughter, whether it's your wife, that refuses to listen to you, that person is going against the natural order. And it got me thinking, was there really a natural order? Well, the definition, once again, of gender roles, remember, are socially constructed expectations of behavior. Once again, socially constructed expectations of behavior, meaning it's not natural. At least that's the way it sounds in my head. I'm not like the most intelligent person, so maybe I'm getting it wrong. That's why I would like for you to join in this conversation. Because if gender roles are socially constructed expectations of behavior, attitudes, and characteristics considered appropriate for individuals based on their gender, right? That means these things were, quote unquote, influenced by either cultural or societal views on what masculinity is and what femininity is. Before the break, I told you that there's a community, that they don't ask you who your father is. They ask you, what house do you come from, and who is the woman of the house, who's the head, usually a grandmother. That's how they trace their lineage. Almost everywhere in the world these days, people would use the patriarchal line. Oh, that's from the father. This man married this woman, they had this son, they had this daughter. But when he has a daughter and the daughter marries somebody else, it's kind of like, okay, forget that guy. But in some other cultures, it's not. So what exactly are those things that only men should do and women should not do? Or vice versa? I'd like to ask that question. Because if it's cooking, hello people, we live in a generation where men are cooks. It's not new any longer. Everybody cooks. Canada cooks. I don't think Samara cooks. But, Canada cooks, Denise drives, Denise works. Women work everywhere. Women are CMDs, CEOs, COOs, CFOs, you name it, they are there. And maybe this is because, from the Second World War, manpower shortages led to women having to fill in those spaces that their husbands ought to have taken. But over the past 70 odd years, we've seen, shifts. So if the society said, okay, it was fine, because of this scenario we found ourselves in, we will accept women in office spaces. So why are there now kicks towards the presence of women? So women can be, let me say this before I open the phone lines. One of the greatest indictments on the American democracy and the Nigerian democracy is that these two democracies have not seen it fit yet to have a female head of state. Make of this information what you will.
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeria Info FM. Nigeria Info, let's talk.
With Jude on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003. At Nigeria Info PH, at Nigeria Info PH is where you'll find us on Facebook and on X, at Nigeria Info PH, at Nigeria Info PH is where you find us on Facebook and on X. Please do send us a message right to our WhatsApp and our SMS portal. The number is 0809 030 6416, 0809 030 6416, 0809 030 6416. Well, Frank here says, Jude, good morning. Well, I don't think any role should be gender specific. I think the better way to phrase this is gender appropriate. Because, for example, Jude, it's better for a man to do a heavy lifting in the house because he naturally is stronger. Doesn't mean he's also the best when it comes to solving financial issues. That's my take. All right. That makes sense to me. We should refer to it as gender preferred. Or how do you put it? Not specific, we should refer to. Okay, all right, I like this. All right, I like this. We'll make it, let's not say gender specific. Let's say gender appropriate. Heavy load. Yes, the man, more often than not, is going to be bigger, stronger than his sister or wife. So it's appropriate for him to carry the 2 bags of cement as opposed to the woman. It's not saying that the woman can't carry 2 bags of cement, but it's appropriate. So when the need comes, we can all do what we need to do. 92.3. Hello, Port Harcourt. Good morning to you.
Yeah, this is Mr. Zion. Good morning to you, Jude.
Good morning. I just read the message. I don't know if you caught it. Do you agree with that definition?
Yes. In all we flow, these are cultural and traditional norms that give birth to these gender exclusivities when it comes to roles in the society, at home, and everywhere. Then the virginity of a woman is adorned and glorious to the family. So, to protect the island, women are restricted from certain sports, certain activities, mention it, just to protect the island. So that the day she's getting married, it will be glorious for both families. They don't toy with that. They don't allow them to climb trees. They don't allow them to play with the males. Some certain play, they don't allow them. They don't allow them to carry heavy loads. They don't allow them to climb. A lot that need to strain our body is being avoided. Cultural and traditional. Then they value their women. They restrict her only to the market. Oh yeah, carry the groundnuts, go sell. Sit down for here. That is what gives them to market. So for them to just sit down and sell fish, sit down and count money, sit down and do that to protect her. Today, we now feel virginity is nothing. Just what are we doing with it? So women are permitted to do every kind of work. They are now in the military. They are now working in the rig. They are now even, well, let's be honest, There are some certain rules when you see women do, you ask question. Driving cheaper. Why women they drive trailer now?
She has a passion for trucks. There's one young girl who drives trucks in Ghana to deliver fuel. I don't know if you have seen the video.
Yes, I think that maybe I know if the Ghana one was the particular one which I came across. But let's be honest. Let us be honest. If every economic indices are equal, will she be driving trailer?
What if everything was equal, but she just maybe she saw her father drive a truck. She said, I like what daddy does. Let me try it, and she liked it.
Really?
Hey.
If we see them become a bricklayer, we ask questions. Why this one become a bricklayer? Why don't you also promote it to the point and say, our father was a bricklayer, let her also go and become a bricklayer? Let's tell ourselves the truth. There are things I felt women should not do. Some certain roles should be exclusively kept for the male.
Okay, so what are the roles that are exclusively for women that you don't want to see a man do?
Like for instance, now we all know the nursing profession is more of embrace to the females because the founder of nursing, Flora Nightingale. When you see a man as a nurse, don't you look at him 3 times? A male as a nurse. Tell yourself the truth. Sir, when it comes to gynecology, see a man as a gynecologist is he called for concern.
Why is it?
Opinion.
Wait. Is it, okay, fine. Interesting. I just made this. I was going to have this conversation, I think tomorrow or next week. But a lot of girls, a lot of women have been shouting, that there are too many male in the gynecological department. And the question is, why? Why does it bother them that there are too many males there?
Yes, it bothers.
Why?
What are males doing there?
Why are females not there?
No male or a male gynecologist will attend to my wife, to my daughters, to any woman.
So if there is an emergency, sir, and the doctor who's on duty is the male gynecologist, you will tell him, don't touch my wife.
We will look, and we are already known hospitals that have female gynecologists already to rule out the issue of emergency from my side. What is a male doing there? What is your ulterior motive for being a gynecologist as a male? Jude, there are specificities that women should handle, and we all know that. I have sisters. I want to protect them. I want to bring yes, so I should not expose them to certain harsh conditions in the name of economic indices, in the name of passion. It's not a passion for any of my sisters to become a trailer driver. We cancel that kind of passion. Look for another passion and I'm the wish will fall. I will be happy. But these actions, my brother, no.
All right. Thank you very much. 92.3, good morning. Hello, Port Harcourt.
Good morning, Mr. Jude.
Good morning to you.
Okay, concerning this gender role and gender specific, one of the issues we are having now is these modern days we are separating things or we are taking things apart too much. Surely there are gender specific roles, even in the family, even in the house. There's no need to start saying gender, what did the other guy say?
Appropriate.
Or whether it's inappropriate or it's appropriate. For example, most of the times when you're in the home, the heavier jobs are left for the guys to do. For example, you want to tear firewood, they will always ask the male to do that. And they ask the female to do the lighter job. It's the same thing everywhere. But we're in a world that everybody is doing what they like. This one is doing this, one is doing. They will not tell you the world is evolving, the modern days. Normally, when it comes to domestic work, wrong for that. Cooking and all the rest. And then not of domestic work, portion of the company, those things. It is natural there from day one. So definitely there are gender specific
roles.
Have you? I've not seen a female mechanic in all these heavy trucks.
Ah.
Because there are. No, I mean I've not seen. No, I don't
Okay.
think there are not.
Okay.
I have seen female mechanic for smaller cars.
Oh,
But I'm
okay.
talking about
The heavy trucks. Yeah.
heavy trucks. When it comes to engineering company, I've not seen women also construct all these or driving all these heavy machines that fix the flyovers and all the rest. So
Okay.
there are things that when you ask a lady to do, people will even look at you, Oga, you are not a gentleman, no. Same thing applies to a man too. You don't ask a man to do some jobs that belongs to the woman, or in the name of the world is evolving, we are doing this. That is why we are where we are today, because the evolving of the world or the modern state of the world is causing or destabilizing so many things that has been naturally been put in place from the beginning. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you very much. Interesting view there. All right, okay. This one here says that roles considered exclusively for men or women are primarily rooted in traditional gender roles and cultural norms, which vary widely across societies and historical periods, rather than universal or strict legal constraints. The only true exclusive roles are those based on specific, non-negotiable biological functions and biological exclusivity. The only roles that are strictly exclusive to men due to biological factors are those directly related to the male reproductive function. QED. End of story. Okay. Now, a woman's worth is not in her hymen. That a man married a woman who is a virgin does not mean that the marriage will be glorious for him or her. A woman can be a virgin and be a witch or commit paternity fraud down the line. Yes, it is possible. A man can marry a woman as a virgin and still maltreat her. Our lives are not to be lived at the behest of any man or what the man wants. This misogynistic idea of a woman's worth and it's being hinged on what a man wants is why women are dying during childbirth, because they are waiting for one man to agree to sign papers before CS. Ladies, as you are listening, I'll keep saying this: stop dating, marrying, or allowing yourself get pregnant for men that hate women yet claim that they care. Anonymous. This one here is from Angie. Angie says, Jude, good morning. I totally disagree with the caller who says it's all about the hymen. That's why women were not allowed to participate in certain sports or carry out certain roles. That's nothing but a fallacy. The reason why women were not allowed is because they were protecting the women from other men. End of story. Nothing about their virginity. All right. Mano, woman, you people should do like this, you people should do like this. But like the intro I gave earlier on, it seems as though wisdom is chasing after some people and some people are running faster than it. Because man or woman, the truth is we are all here because of each other. No woman gave birth alone. No man impregnated a stone or a coconut. I'm here to see it though. I'm here to see it. Anyway, tomorrow, Eyewitness Report. Don't want to miss out. I look forward to getting to those reports. I too will take a trip around town today, and I'll tell you what I find when we return tomorrow. Hello, Port Harcourt, Wednesday morning. Good morning.